welcome to the stage Ms. Effie Chew, who is the head of Environmental and Sustainability Asia, Pacific, Middle East, and Africa at KONE. Please welcome Ms. Effie.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm between lunch and you. I'm Effie Chew. I'm the head of sustainability from KONE for APAC, Middle East, and Africa. It's my honor today to be here to discuss with you how we can shape the future of cities with smart and sustainable solutions for net zero building. As we have discussed just now, Vietnam has committed to net zero pledge by 2050. And it's a very commendable and future forward-looking move for a vibrant and rapidly developing country like Vietnam. Based on a report from McKinsey, published in 2022, it's predicted that Ho Chi Minh City could experience 3 times more flood in 2050 compared to now. And it's going to affect about 36% of Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City being our finance and commercial hub, this can result in approximately $15 to $20 billion lost. And this really underscores the urgency for us to pursue targets and combat climate change together. I would just like to take a step back and talk a little bit about climate change. We all know that the root cause of climate change is greenhouse gas emission. And among the emission, about 80% actually comes from carbon dioxide. And this greenhouse gas form a layer around our globe, and our globe is literally on fire. We experience higher and higher temperatures every year, and the heating is not uniform everywhere. Some of the regions experience intense heat wave, drought, wildfire, while other regions experience things like heavy rainfall and flood. Therefore, it's very important for every one of us to come together to reduce the greenhouse gas and reduce the carbon emission through reducing electricity usage. According to the World Green Building Councils, the construction industry takes about 40% of the carbon emission. So every one of us here working in the construction industry, we have a role to play in combating climate change. For example, the Vietnam Sustainability Social Enterprise and CBRE Vietnam in 2025 February has strengthened their partnership to promote zero energy building in Vietnam. This is a significant milestone for Vietnam. And just to also talk about what does net zero building mean for us, is essentially referring to building with energy consumed by the building. If you minus off the energy generated by the building, is equivalent to 0. So how do we generate energy now is through via the usually solar, wind, or geothermal energy. And how can we actually cut carbon? I would say the first step is for us to understand where does the carbon comes from. So this is a very basic way of looking at the things. If we know the source of our impact, then only we can solve the impact. If you are a factory owner, or office owner, building owner, the approaches is actually about the same. We are sharing here an example of a typical office building energy. This would be rather similar for at least Ho Chi Minh. This data is from Singapore because we are both tropical, hot and climate countries. So it's not surprising that we need about 70% to cool and ventilate the building, and 15% to light up the building, and 10% for lift and escalator. After you look at the major equipments that consume high energy, so these are the areas that you should focus on. And these buildings are these equipments are what make the building alive and habitable. If you are unsure about the energy source, you can also conduct energy audit to map out the energy saving opportunities to help us looking at the opportunity to save energy. And today, I just would like to take the opportunity to also share a couple of sustainable and smart solutions from KONE. Of course, this is not only limited to lift and escalator. You can also talk to your HVAC supplier, your lighting supplier, fans, VAM, asking for smart and sustainable solution. So the first technology that I would like to talk about is regenerative drive. This is actually a very mature technology for more than 20 years. It's not only available for elevator industry, it's also in the metro and railway industry, also in the electric vehicle. It's basically an energy that's harvested during braking action. So imagine that you have a car lift full of people. So when you are going down, you are basically following the gravity. You don't need to power the lift. In fact, you need to have braking to stop the lift. And the braking action converts kinetic energy into electricity. And this electricity can be used to power your building, power the lighting, power the HVAC. So think of it as an additional source of energy for your building. And in some instances, we can have a regen energy of up to 50%, even 60% of the total lift energy. This helps you save your electricity, your cost, and help you to cut carbon. And we want to also share about our KONE Ultra Rope. So this is a trademark for KONE. It's only exclusively available from KONE. If you look at the left-hand side of the picture, so that's our Ultra Rope. It's flat in shape and it's made of carbon fiber reinforced polymer. It's basically a material revolution in the industry. The right-hand side is the conventional steel rope that most people in the industry are using. So KONE Ultra Rope, because of the shape, firstly, it enables very stable delivery of the elevators. So the comfort level for the riders will be very high. This is especially important for high-rise and high-speed building. And among the top 10 tallest buildings in the world, KONE, we have 5 to 6 buildings using our elevators, and this is where our advantage is. If you look at durability, it's 2 times more durable than conventional steel rope. So for circularity, just now we talked about it, we don't need to change the rope for a long time, in fact, more than 10 years. And we also don't need to lubricate it with any oil, which removes hazardous waste as well. And Ultra Rope is very light, 60% lighter than the steel ropes, and this gives us 15% less energy consumption. KONE not only focus on hardware, we also have a lot of innovation in terms of software. For example, for office building, our KONE Office Flow solution have this digitalized arrangement for the elevator that can ensure that you won't have a crowd issue during lunchtime. At the same time, save energy up to 31%. And digitalization is a big thing in KONE as well. We have KONE 24/7 connectivity service. So basically, our elevators are being fitted with a lot of IoT sensors, which we collect vast amount of big data. We do AI analysis on the data, and with that, we can predict the fault that's going to happen. And our technician will know before they even go on stage what could be wrong. Is it some leveling issue, some slipping issues? And with that, we can reduce our customer cost by 40% and reduce entrapment by 40%. So this gives a peace of mind to our customers and our building owners. Last but not least, I would just like to talk about our robot API. API means Application Programming Interface. You just think of it as a bridge that allows two software to talk to each other. So our API is the most stable and most advanced in the vertical solution company as feedback by our major customer. It allows seamless communication between the robot and the elevator. For example, 3 months ago, I was in China. I was staying in a 10-story hotel, and they are already having robot doing room service to me. I think in the near future, we can imagine our building will be full of these robots. And when you purchase an equipment, you want to make sure that the equipment is adding value to your building. You want to be future-proof. You don't want a building that the robot is only able to walk on the first floor. You want the robot to be able to talk to the lift, that the robot can serve different levels of your customers. And I really echo with Edwin just now when I hear his comment. I think we all know that sustainability is good, and good things come at a price, right? And we are sharing one example here. So this is one of the customers that adopt one of our sustainable solution, the Regen Drive. Per lift per year, we save about 400 kWh. And this is equivalent to us planting 11 trees per year. How many of us have the luxury to plant 11 trees per year? Really, we don't have the opportunity to do that. But just by adopting the sustainability option, we are able to contribute in our way. And this is about 10 stories project, so total over the life cycle is about 14,000 of trees that we can save. In KONE, we want to shape cities to create lasting impact. We want to combat climate change with you together, ensuring that people are safe traveling with our vertical solution, and we want to build partnership with trust and transparency. I think this is a motto that most Nordic companies having with trust and transparency. So this is my last slide. Just like to borrow this from International Panel of Climate Change. Our choices will reverberate for hundreds or even thousands of years. Just would like to urge everyone, before we make a decision, be it a personal choice or whether to buy a cheapest fluorescent light bulb or a sustainable LED bulb, to when we purchase a lift, do you want to go for the sustainable option or do you want the cheapest default option? So think about the impact on our planet and our city. Thank you for your time.
Can you say, oh, sorry, the microphone came on quite loud. Effie, please stay, and thank you so much. Can I invite NordCham member David Nguyen to come up and to show our appreciation? I really appreciate that impact that you talked about, the decisions made today and impact for the future. So please, David. So a big round of applause for our speaker of this morning.